going to look at now is A minor, hands together 2 octaves. For this video we're going to be looking at the harmonic minor. Now for this, the 3-4-3 rule that if you've seen my previous videos you'll be well versed with now applies. So at least we know that with this scale the fingers should be fairly easy for us. We're going to start with the right hand, we'll find middle C and the A just below middle C. Now A minor has a key signature, interestingly, of nothing, but we do raise this G sharp in the harmonic minor. Now without going too much into detail about music theory, there is sometimes a little bit of a mismatch when it comes to the key signature of a minor and what we actually play when we play the scale. Just know that for this we're going to just think of A minor as having a G sharp in it, regardless of whether or not that comes in the key signature or as a bit of what I call an added extra. So A minor has this G sharp in it as we play the harmonic minor. So first of all, we're going to walk up to our 3, thumb underneath, 4, thumb, 3, thumb, and that's the ascending. Now the way that I always approach these scales is to actually try to split them into octaves. So we're going to just aim first of all for a thumb in the middle, and then we're going to go from the middle to the top. That's your first milestone. If needed, pause the video at this point and just have a go up to the thumb on the A in the middle. Now to keep going, we're going to assume that we've gotten to this thumb in the middle and we're going to reach our second octave. 3, thumb. Now the thing that connects these 2 octaves is that 4 change. Once you've gotten that and you think of this thumb in the middle, you'll be absolutely fine. So this time we're going to go all the way through from the bottom. 3, thumb, thumb, 3, thumb. Pause the video, have a little go at just the ascending for right hand, and then we'll look at the descending. Now for the descending, we're coming down, 3 runs over the top, 4 runs over the top, and then 3 runs over the top again. So we have that same 3-4-3 pattern. This time we're going to pause it on the milestones. There's your first milestone, and from the thumb, 4, 3. I've given you the opportunities at the milestones to go ahead and pause the video if there was anything that went wrong up to that thumb on an A and perhaps you ended up on a 3 or something along the lines of. Pause the video, do it as many times as you need to. There's no right or wrong in how long it takes you to get there. For now, we're just going to assume that everything's okay and we're going to go from the bottom to the top and back, remembering that top note only plays once. Well done. Pause the video, have a good go at this right hand before we look at the left. For the left hand, we're going to start this an octave below where your right hand started his A minor scale and put the little finger on it as normal. Get all your fingers nice and comfortable over one note each. And for this, again, we're going to do the same process. Try and get ourselves a thumb in the middle and then go on to the next octave. 3. If you can get to that thumb in the middle, again, if you want to pause it, go ahead, but if not, we're going to keep going. 4, 3. So from the bottom to the top. Pause the video and have a little go at just the ascending. Now to come back down again, this is where your thumb is going to get its revenge and start running underneath that 3, 4, 3. Again, same thing, we're going to be stopping at this thumb briefly to give you that opportunity to pause it if you need to, and then we're going to keep going. 3, thumb, thumb on an A in the middle. If you want to keep going, we've gotten to this A, 3, thumb. Now from the top all the way to the bottom. Go ahead and pause the video and practice the descending. Now all the way through from the bottom to the top and back. Well done. Have a go at both hands separately before we look at hands together. Okay, so now we have the hands together portion. So again, we're going to get our right hand onto the A below middle C, the left hand starting 1 octave below on little finger. Now if you've watched any of my other hands together videos, you'll notice that we use the same milestones that we did in the hands separately videos. We're going to aim for thumbs together in the middle on this A. So what we have is our right hand doing a 3 change, which I will call the sensible change. The other hand just copies him. So we walk up, right hand does his 3 change, and left hand copies. So we'll try that once more. 3 right, 3 left. Now once you've gotten that portion, we then get our G sharp straight afterwards, followed by thumbs together. Right hand change, left hand change, G sharp, thumbs together. Let's try that once more. This is your first milestone, so go ahead, pause the video and work to thumbs together in the middle. Now as we know that we can now get to thumbs together in the middle, we now have what I call the crazy 4. Left hand goes slightly nuts and puts a 4 over the top. So instead of our sensible change, we now have the crazy change. So we're going to take this from the beginning to thumbs together to the crazy 4. Thumbs together, crazy 4. Now after that crazy 4, your right hand tries to restore some sort of order and says, no, 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 left hand, we need to do a sensible change. So straight after the crazy 4, the right hand restores order with a 3 change. So let's just take it to the middle again. Crazy 4, other hand says 3 change, please. So we're going to take this from the bottom past that 3 change. Crazy 4, 3 change. Now after that 3 change, as is true to form, the other hand, who had gone slightly crazy for a second, goes, oh, all right, whatever. I'll do a 3 change as well. So this time we're going to start you from the middle, get the crazy 4 out of the way. The other hand says no, be sensible. And so the left hand goes fine, whatever, sensible. And that gets us to the top. So from the middle, crazy, sensible, copy. Now at this point I would probably pause the video and work on going from the middle past a crazy 4. By isolating your scales into octaves, it really helps you to understand the function of your changes and why we do them. So we need that 4 in order to get that little bit further to continue another octave. But if you just remember parts of the story, if you ever do come into some sort of situation where you can't remember what you're doing, you know you can get to thumbs together in the middle and then you can figure the rest out. So it really helps you to get out of trouble. So from the beginning, to the middle, and then from the middle to the top. We're going to go last thing from the bottom to the top. Now the descending scale is very much the exact same story, but this time the other way around. So left hand becomes the sensible hand, right hand becomes the copier. Left hand does his 3 thumb, so right hand does his 3 change. And we get to thumbs together in the middle again. That's your milestone. Now as usual, I would encourage you to pause the video. So we're going to start from thumbs together. One hand has to do that crazy 4, which this time will be right hand. And left hand straight away says no, 3, change. So from the middle, thumbs together, crazy 4, and left hand says no, 3, change. Now that means we can then go all the way back. Crazy 4, sensible, copy. So from the middle again. Now if you need to go again from thumbs down to the bottom, that's no problem whatsoever. For now we're just going to look at coming straight downwards. There's your thumbs, crazy 4, sensible, change. Pause the video and have a go at the descending. Here we have it, the big moment, all the way through from the bottom to the top and back, playing that top note just once. The heads up I'll give you, the bit of advice I would give you is when you do this, after you get to thumbs to middle and you do the crazy 4, whichever way you're going, remember the sensible 3 straight afterwards. If you managed to get through that, really well done. If you didn't, again, it's never a problem. Try and isolate the bit that you think may have gone slightly wonky. So if it was the coming down bit, go back to the portion of the descending and pause the video as many times as you need to just work on that part. That is honestly why these videos are created this way. It's to give you the opportunities to isolate the part that for you you may struggle with, your hands may forget something, and it really is an individual thing. I can tell you, you know, that if you get thumbs together in the middle, you get the crazy 4. A lot of the time we have this mini celebration and we forget the sensible 3. That is a common thing, but it's not by any means the only thing. So do this on an individual basis. These videos are there to guide you, but you have to really look at your own experience and really analyze what was good and what was not so good when you were playing it, and be honest with yourself and just isolate the portion that needs it. Once you've mastered the fingers and you feel pretty confident, we're going to look at speeding it up and adding the dynamics.